Yes. Welcome to today's p-log, which isn't really a p-log because I'm not posting videos right now. But I can't help but share what books I have in my collection. Several books of different varieties. But there's one book in particular that reminded me of the books that I have. And it is this book right here. And I want you to look more closely at this name, because that is the name of a philosopher slash political person. Don't know the word. Anyways, what you could associate with this name right now is the song, "So This Is Christmas, the War Is Over." So that's what would be playing in the background if I could put a song. And that is because while I was listening to Christmas music, and I actually talk about this in my journal of today, because today is December 9th, by the way. In the journal today, I talked about how I was listening to Christmas music and how there was a song that is really about something more political, and it wasn't just something to listen to for the holidays. And while I was researching about it, by the way, it was "So This Is Christmas." While I was researching about it, I was like, okay, but why was the Vietnam War so polarized? I wasn't there at the time, but I know that it was something that hippies, became known for hating. And in the movie Forrest Gump, we see how Jenny Forrest Gump runs into Jenny at one of those rallies. So it made me wonder, why was it such a polarized war for America, at least? And Noam Chomsky wrote a book about manufacturing consent, and that was how his name came to my mind again, and how this book was brought to my mind again. So I have a lot of books here that aren't all the same, and this one was actually a very serendipitous find when it comes to what I chose at the library. I did not look for this book. It was something that was on the shelf, and the print stood out to me. This is the print of the keffiyeh that a lot of people wear as a symbol for Palestinian liberation. So it really stood out to me. But what I really went out to get were some philosophy books and some writing books. Not really like writing, but I wanted to study Shakespeare because I like, I don't really like him. I can't say that I know him enough to say that I like him, but I like how his works have become really pop culture with his lines such as wearing one's heart on their sleeve. That's the only one I can really think of, but a lot of the lines that are in his plays are what we use in pop culture today. So I have 3 Shakespeare stuff that I don't think I'll read them, to be honest, through, but I will be looking through them. And this one for sure, it's about the basics, so I'll have to read it. I don't know how I'm gonna pace myself because I got this book a week ago, and the due date, as you can see here, is December 21st. So it being the 9th, I don't have much time. So I'll have to renew. I have no choice. But yeah, so that's Shakespeare, because being a philosopher, it's important to know how to write, and my background is not strong in writing. So there's that. I also wanted to read something to go with my Bible reading, and I've been in the New Testament for a long time, and John MacArthur is someone who I would listen to on YouTube whenever I'm trying to really get a more theological understanding of the Bible, that is with the history, context, and everything that you don't get from just reading the Bible or just going to church. So I love John MacArthur, and I'm really excited about this book as well. Then this was also another serendipitous find. This one was just for fun. I thought it would be nice to know about love. And Jane Austen is a romantic author, so I thought it would be interesting to hear how this guy compiles all of her writings into making ultimately her version of a love guide, I guess. It would be very interesting. Oh, another philosophical book I have is, well, this one, and this one's really to get that other idea, other perspective, because not being in school, not getting to hear different perspectives, especially the contrasting perspective, it's important to really still get to expose myself to those ideas. So I do have a Friedrich Nietzsche book. And it's so funny because I was reading something online, and I don't remember what I was looking up, but this was referenced, Beyond Good and Evil. I would have to look through my history to know what I was reading about, but I would know exactly what it was if I was asked. I'll probably put it in the description, because I'm not going to record this thing twice. I already mentioned this one, The Serendipitous Find on Palestine by Noam Chomsky and this other guy, Ian Pape, something. And lastly, I have this Comparative Religion for Dummies. Obviously, there are so many similarities in religions, but being Christian, it's important to know the differences, especially in the ones that all come from Abraham, as they say. So, yeah, those are the books I've checked out. I'm not going to make a video on them unless I've read them. But I remember I said that about another book from this year, but much earlier. It was called What is Ancient Philosophy by Pierre Hadot, or Hadot, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's French. And I never really got to report on it, and that was just because I kind of lost the book, which is too bad. But I did read like most of part 1, and it was really interesting, especially when it was about Socrates' life. I thought that was something I never got to know about, and it was so interesting. But I'm using this time as an opportunity to share why I want to share what I'm reading. Because I'm not in school, it's important that people know that what I read isn't just, online stuff, which can be untraceable, sometimes uncredible, because Wikipedia, for instance, you're always told not to trust Wikipedia. But Wikipedia is a great place to start, to lead you into reading books that are more credible, with ideas that are concrete, and you can trace it to the person who wrote it. So I'm sharing you my readings so that you know what I'm reading, where I get my ideas from, and how I'm able to build my, I guess my not really beliefs, because I already have my beliefs from the Bible, but just my arguments, my claims and things. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm excited to share with you my reading list. But yeah, for now this video would be on private until I'm back on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.